Good morning. Today's topic is sorting. Before going to know about bubble sort, we need to know what is meant by sorting. See, sorting is the arranging of elements in a proper order, that is either ascending or descending order. Once again, sorting is the process of arranging the elements in a proper order, that is either ascending order or descending order, is called sorting. Okay, we have different types of sorting techniques: bubble sort, radix sort, selection sort, merge sort. Okay, we have different types of sorting techniques. We discussed one by one. First one, bubble sort. One more time, sorting is one topic. Sorting is the process of arranging the elements in a proper order. You may be arranged in ascending order or descending order. Hope you know ascending and descending orders. Okay, first one is bubble sort. Is a simple sorting algorithm. This sorting algorithm is comparison based algorithm in which each pair of adjacent elements is compared and the elements are swapped if they are not in order. This algorithm is not suitable for large data sets as its average and worst case complexities are order of n square, where n is the number of items. See, our aim is we have to take an array of n elements. Hope you know array. Array consists of number of elements, either it may be 10, 15, 20, 3, 5, any number of elements. An array consists of n number of elements, and our aim is to arrange those n number of elements in a proper order. Based upon our requirement, you have to arrange those elements in ascending order or descending order. Okay, whatever it may be, either ascending or descending, but the elements must be in a proper order. That is called sorting. See here, bubble sort is a technique of a very simple sorting technique is bubble sort. It is also called as a comparison based sorting algorithm. Here we have to compare the adjacent elements of an array, and if there is a need of swapping means interchange. If there is a need of swapping, we have to swap it, otherwise we have to leave it, right? So first of all, in the array, the elements, adjacent means side by side, pakka, right? Adjacent elements are compared, and if there is a need of swapping, swap it, right? This is not suitable for an array of more number of elements, because the worst and average case complexity of bubble sort is order of n square. So this is the sorting algorithm which is used for the array consists of less number of elements, right? See, one more time, average, worst and best case complexities already I told you. Best means good, average means average, and worst means very less. I told you these average, best and worst case complexities in searching technique. Next, how bubble sort works. We need to see the working or how it works with an example. We take an unsorted array for our example. We have to take one example. bubble sort takes order of n square time, so we are keeping it short and precious. See, the example of an array is array 1 2 3 4 5 elements. We have an array consisting of 5 elements, that is 14, 33, 27, 35 and 10. Is this array in a sorted order? No, because 14 is less than 33, 33 is greater than 27, and 27 is less than 35, and 35 is greater than 10. So these elements are not in either ascending order or descending order. So our aim is, this is an unsorted array. Our aim is to place these elements in any order, either it may be ascending order or descending order, right? Bubble sorts starts with the very first two elements, comparing them to check which one is greater. I already told you this is a comparison based sorting algorithm. In this, always the adjacent elements are compared. So here first comparison is start with 14 is compared with 33. In this case, value 33 is greater than 14. 33 is greater than 14. So it is already in sorted order locations. Next we compare 33 and 27. See, now we are arranging the elements in ascending order, because we have to compare 14 and 33. So 33 is greater than 14. So those elements are in a proper order. And I mean, we are consider here and trying to place these elements in ascending order. Okay. Next, so 33 is next comparison is 33 is compared with 27. See, 33 compared with 27. So 33 is greater than 27. 33 is greater than 27. So there is a need of swapping these two elements. So 33 and 27 are swapped. One more time. The next comparison is 33 and 27. So there is a need of swapping, because 33 is greater than 27. So we find that 27 is smaller than 33, and these two values must be swapped. So swapping is need. So 14, 33, 27. So the new array should look like this. So we have to swap 33 and 27. So 14, 27, 33. We should like this. Okay, 14, 27 and 33. Now we have to compare the elements 33 and 35. The next comparison is 33 and 35. Next we have to compare 33 and 35. We find that both are in already sorted positions, because 35 is greater than 33. So the elements are in its appropriate position. See, appropriate means proper positions, or the elements are placed at its correct position, right? So there is no need of swapping between 33 and 35. We find that both are in already sorted positions. Next we have to compare 35 and 10. 35 and 10. Then we move to next two values, 35 and 10. See, 35 and 10 both are not in its appropriate position, because 35 is greater than 10. 35 is greater than 10. So there is a need of swapping 35 and 10. So we know that then the 10 is smaller 35, hence they are not sorted. And so 14, 27, 33, 35, 10, we swap these values. We find that we have reached the end of the array. After one iteration, the array should look like this. See, we have to swap this 35 and 10, and after completion of swapping 35 and 10, 14, 27, 33, 10, 35. See, this is called this is nothing but we have to complete first iteration. We cannot see, you observe 14, 27, 33, 10 and 35. Is it in proper order? No, because we have to place the largest element in the array in its appropriate position. Now we completed one iteration. See, it is not an array of sorted elements, because we have to complete one iteration. See, you have to observe, after completion of one iteration, the largest element in the array should be placed in its appropriate position. See, dintlo, if you observe here, among all these 5 elements, the largest element is 35, and the 35 is placed in its proper position, which is last in the array. Okay, and the next second iteration, the second largest element should be placed in its proper position. So if an array consists of n number of elements, there is a need of n minus 1 iterations. Based upon the number of elements which we have, the iterations are n minus 1. Okay, so next we have to start a second iteration. To be precise, we are now showing how an array should look like after each iteration. After the second iteration, it should look like this. See, next we have to place 33 in its proper position, 14, 27, 33. See here, 14 and 27 are compared, so they are in appropriate place, and 27 and 33 are compared, they are in appropriate place. And coming to comparison of 33 and 10, they are not in appropriate place, because 33 is greater than 10, so we have to swap 33 and 10. So 10 and 30, 14, 27, 10, 33, 35. See, we have to complete second iteration now. After completion of second iteration, the second largest element here is 33. So 33 is placed in its appropriate position, right? Next, now we have to start a third iteration. Notice that after each iteration, at least one value moves at the end. So now here we have to compare 14 and 27. Okay, but 27 and 10, both are not okay, because 27 is greater than 10. So we need to swap 27 and 10. So 10 and 27 is swapped. Now after completion of third iteration, the third largest element here is 27. 27 is placed in its appropriate position, 27. Now again we have to compare 14 and 10. 14 and 10 is 14 is greater than 10, so there is a need of swapping between 14 and 10. And when there is no swap required, bubble sort learns that the array is completely sorted. See, 10, 14, 27, 33 and 35. Now we should look into some practical aspects of bubble sort. See, now the array is in sorted order 10, ascending order or sorted order 10, 14, 27, 33 and 35. Suppose if you are going to arrange the elements in descending order, we have to reverse it, 35, 33, 27, 14 and 10. Now we should look like into practical example. Algorithm, see algorithm, we assume a list is an array of n elements. We further assume that swap function swaps the value of the given array elements. See, one more example we take here. See, observe, the array elements are -2, 45, 0, 11, -9. These are the array elements. So we have to compare 2 and -45. So -2 is less than 45, so there is no need of swapping, and 45 is compared with 0, so there is a need of swapping. So -2, 0, 45 swapping, and 45 is compared with 11, so there is a need of swapping, and 11 and 45, and again 45 is compared with -9, so -9 is less than 45, so there is a need of swapping. So -2, 0, 11, -9, 45. this is first iteration. So after completion of first iteration, the largest element in the array, which is 45, is placed in its appropriate position or proper position. Okay, next, compare the adjacent elements. The same process goes on for the remaining iteration. After each iteration, the largest element among the unsorted element is placed at the end. See next, see -2 0. Okay, both are okay, and 0 to 0 and 11, it is are okay. 11 and -9, so -9 is less than 11, so there is a swapping, so 11 is swapped with 9, so -2 0 -9 11 45. Again compare the adjacent elements, and again here -2 -2 0 -11 -2 0, okay, 0 -9, okay, so -9 is less than 0, so -2 -9 0 11 45. Next, again compare the adjacent elements. See -2 -9, which one is less? -9 -2 0 11 45. Okay, this is a sorted array. Okay, this is sorted array. We observe one more time, always we have to compare adjacent elements, and if there is a need of swapping, swap it. Okay, that is about bubble sort. Bubble sort is one of the simplest sorting algorithm. Two loops are implemented in this algorithm. First n-1 iterations, second one n-2 iteration, third n-3, and so on. Last one, number of comparisons are n-1 plus n-2 plus n-3 and so on 1. That is, we can also write n-1 plus n-2 plus n-3 and so on 1. Write it like this, n into n-1 by 2. Nearly we can write it like n square. That is, the complexity of bubble sort is order of n square. Okay, this is about bubble sort. So one more time, bubble sort is the simplest sorting algorithm, and this is also called as adjacent elements comparison based algorithm. It is very simple, and it is suitable for only the array consists of less number of elements, and this is not suitable for the array contains huge number of elements. Okay, so this is simplest sorting algorithm. In this, we are always trying to compare the adjacent elements, and if there is a need of swapping, swap it, otherwise we leave it. So after completion of all iterations, the array should be placed in its in either ascending order or descending order. Okay, right.